everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Bookmarked by Aaliyah. Welcome if you're new here. I don't even know what this vlog is going to be. It is already Thursday, and I put my videos out on Sunday. I haven't done anything all week. I've done literally nothing bookish. All I've done was read. So I guess I could just update you on what I've been reading. If you follow me on Goodreads, you probably already know what I'm reading. But for those of you that don't, so I'm reading Husbands and Lovers by Beatrice Williams. I believe that's the author's name. I put that up there, and just last night I finished Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. So I'll talk about that one first. There were so many mixed reviews on this book. When you see the reviews for like your peeps, like the peeps you trust their reviews, like their taste is so similar to yours that like if they don't really like it, you probably won't either. There's some hit or misses there, but for the most part, you guys kind of rate books the same, right? The mixed reviews were from my trusted peeps. So I'm like putting this book off because I'm like, I don't want to not love it, but what if I do love it? You know, I feel like the ratings went between a 3 and a 5 from my trusted peeps. So I think I'm in the middle of everybody. I think I'm kind of like at a 3.75/4. I totally get, like the ones that rated it 3. I totally understand like where they were coming from. You know, the insta love that happens in this book, the problem after problem after problem that Samantha, the main female character, has to go through. You know, I understand all that. I totally get it. And I see how that can be like annoying for some people. Same way like a book with a ton of miscommunication is like, it's already a 3 from jump. If you start not talking, not expressing your feelings, for me, it's a 3. I cannot take miscommunication. So if like insta love and, you know, all those things aren't your jam, clearly you're going to rate it a little bit lower. You know, it's just going to be a mid book for you. Where me, I didn't mind the insta love just because like I'm somebody who's like delusional when it comes to love. So I kind of understand that, like love at first sight, because when you have that chemistry with somebody and upon first introduction, upon, you know, the first time you see somebody, the first time you have that first real conversation with somebody, you feel it. You like, oh, this is gonna be my husband, this is gonna be my wife, or whatever, you know. And I like to say that that's how I felt about my husband. When I first met him, I knew it's something about this dude. Like, I don't know why. I can't shake him. I can't get him off my mind. Like, I just want to talk to him all the time. I want to know what he was doing all the time. Like, you know, I was 17 years old then at the time, so I was a little psycho with it. But, you know, whatever. We're all psycho when we're like teenagery love. But I understand that feeling. And yes, these are grown people. They're not like young love. So does it really happen like that when you're older? Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. You know, I wouldn't know. I didn't meet him when I was older, so I don't know. But all right, y'all, I'm late as hell for work, so y'all know I gotta get this coffee real quick. So first, let me kind of give you a mini synopsis on what this book is about. So you're following the main female character, which is I think she's like a marketing professional. She markets mustard, whatever. That's neither here nor there. But she lives in Minnesota, but she moves to California because she has like some family issues. There's a lot of family drama going on. So she moves to California, but the day before she has to move, she has to take her cat that she has. I think it was a rescue. She takes her cat to the vet where she meets the male main character, and they're not friends at first. Like it's an attraction. He's like, you know, enamored. Like she's so gorgeous, but he basically tells her, hey, your cat has no chance. She's like, whatever. So she does what she has to do regards to the cat, and he kind of reaches out to her. From there, she was like, take me on a date. They go on a date, and then it's like sunshine and rainbows after they actually have that connection and have that date. But he doesn't know that she's moving. So he just gets attached to her in that first meeting, but then she leaves. So the story basically is about them trying to make a long distance relationship work from Minnesota to California while Samantha is dealing with some very traumatic things in her family. And so the people, you know, in the reviews that said like bad thing after bad thing after bad thing just kept happening to her, I didn't mind that, because yes, there was no, you know, a lot of happy moments in this book. A few cute moments, you know, but That's life, y'all. Like, life is never going to be beautiful 100% of the time. You're going to have deaths in the family. You're going to have heartbreak. You're going to have job troubles. You're going to have, you know, money problems. You're going to have these things happen. The people out there that actually like have all of their stuff together, you know, they've got the money coming in, they got the best job, the best family, you're still going to deal with stuff. And like the phrase goes, when it rains, it pours. That is life. And that is how life works. So I didn't mind that because to me it was real. We read a lot of romances that's like, oh, you know, love at first sight, you date for a while, you know, it's a slow burn, takes a while to get spicy, you know, then you have your happily ever after. But y'all, life don't work like that. Like, you might have to have 3 or 4 happily ever afters. Putting you in my business again. Me and my husband have been together almost 30 years. 30 years. But do you think in 30 years, I told y'all we was together since we were 17. Do you honestly believe that in 30 years, we have not had any downs? Absolutely not. Yes, of course we had ups and downs. All of Abby Jimenez's books have some deeper issues, but I just feel like in this book, she went a little bit deeper with how real life can get while you're trying to fall in love. And that's all it was to me. So honestly, I feel like my rating is like a 3.754 because I really enjoyed the story. I really did, y'all. Like, it was repetitive. I was so sick of that song, Come On Eileen, but like, I get it. Whatever. I'm not going to say all that. But so husbands and lovers, this one, y'all, is taking me a little bit to get through. Not going to lie. Is there a DNF in my future? Maybe. I don't know. It's not boring. It's just very, very slow, and it's moving at a snail's pace. It's dual timeline in this book, and honestly, y'all, like, usually I try to give you a little synopsis on what this book is about. I think in other videos, like when I bought the book, when I was doing my June TBR, I kind of read the synopsis of this book. But guys, I honestly, I don't know where this book is going. I know somewhere in here, bless me, somewhere in here, the timelines are going to mesh some kind of way, and they're going to be related some kind of way. I kind of see where this could be going, but I really don't know what the point right now is of the past chapters. Like, I just don't. I feel like, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm on chapter 9, I believe, of this book. I started this book first, and then I went to Say You Remember Me, finished that book, and I'm still basically a chapter later on this book. So that's why I'm like, this is definitely not a good sign for me. I know how I read. I know when I'm enjoying a book. I know when I'm going to flip this book in the backseat. So I'm going to work today. I'm going to try to listen to this book maybe. I don't know. I'm liking the present chapters way more than I'm liking the past chapters. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. The past chapters are just very boring, and I'm not into it at all. So hopefully I will at least be reading this book where I can give you another update. I did go to Books A Million the other day, but I didn't purchase anything. My son had a dentist appointment, and after the appointment, I thought about Books A Million. I always forget that we have a Books A Million here, but it's inside of our mall. When I'm always watching YouTube videos and vlogs and things like that, people are always talking about like the bargain section in Books A Million. I've only been to our Books A Million like 3 times in life, so I don't really know like the layout of the store or anything. I just kind of browsed the few times I was in there, and so on the videos I'm always seeing that, you know, it's a bargain section. So I did go in there and I browsed around a little bit. You know, I did see some books that I could have brought home with me because they were priced so well. And I'm gonna go back. I just wanted to kind of do like a preview. Just see, like, is this somewhere I could come all the time? What are their prices like? Well, yeah, they got a bargain section, but what books are on your bargain section? Because everybody's bargain section seemed to look different when I would look, you know, online or whatever. But I'm definitely gonna frequent Books A Million, if nothing more than their bargain section, because some of those books, a lot of the books, were cheaper than what I would even find them on Amazon. So I think I'm gonna go in there a lot more often now. I will check back in with you guys when I have some updates. So update, I'm 3 pages further in Husbands and Lovers than I was yesterday when I talked to you on the way to work. I don't want to read that book anymore. I'm not going to force it. I think I'm done with that. I'm not done with the book. So listen, you know how you can read a book that's, my hands are so ashy, don't mind them. You know, you can read a book and it's like slow. It's giving you all this random information, but like, you know, it's going to be good at some point. You just got to be patient and let the slow burn, and you'll get to it at some point. That's what this book is. I know that it's going to be good. I could just feel it. But like, I don't feel like being patient right now, if that makes sense. Like, I want a book that's going to go. I'm not in the mood for a slow book like this. Like, it's good. It's definitely going to be a soft DNF. But I feel like every time I say I'm a soft DNF a book, I never pick it back up. So whatever, but I'm not reading that no more. Let's just soft DNF, hard DNF, throw it in the garbage on Tuesday. I don't know, but I'm not reading that book right now. So last night when I got home, I was just listening to a little bit and reading it, like immersive, God of the Woods. So I'm sure y'all are saying, Aaliyah, didn't you just say you took that off of your TBR when you read the Megan Quinn book? I did, and I picked it back up. What you gonna do about it? I can change my mind, and that's exactly what I did. Changed my mind, because now I'm in the mood for something a little more, thrilling, I guess. Hold. So like I was saying, I think what I was saying was that I'm basically trading a slow book for a slow book, because I started God of the Woods last night. And it just seems like I don't know if it's going to get slow later, but right now it's like at a great pace for me, for what I need right now. And I know I traded this book in for the Megan Quinn book, but at that time I needed something like funny, something light. Now I'm done I don't want romance. You know what I mean? Like romance, sometimes to me, I love romance. Do not get me wrong. That is if I had to guess, that and historical fiction is probably my favorite genres right now, because at one point it was, thrillers. Right now, this is kind of what I'm in the mood for. This is a thick book. It's long. The chapters are really short though, and that's what I love. Because with Husbands and Lovers, y'all, those chapters, listening to it, they were like 32 minutes. 42 minutes, 45 minutes. Like, they were so long. That is a sitcom. Like, that's a series. Like, a series, one of the episodes are like 45 minutes. I don't have time to be listening to one chapter for 45 minutes. Like, the majority of the audiobooks that I read, 45 minutes could potentially get me 3 chapters. This is one chapter, and it was just too slow. I feel like maybe I will get back to that book at some point, but it feels like every time I soft DNF a book, I never pick it back up. I know I'm not going to finish any book. Whether I continue with this book, start something else, I'm not sure. I know I'm not going to finish it, before you see this vlog, but I got 2 books today. I'm going to put in my little free library, just 2 Colleen Hoover books. November 9th and Hopeless. So November 9th and Hopeless, I'm going to be giving up, just because I don't need all these books on my shelves, and I may or may not have taken advantage of the $5.99 book sale at Book Outlet. So hopefully I'll have a book haul for you soon, and then I may or may not have gotten 3 books from Amazon. So we have like a 12 or 13 book mini haul, mini to some, big to some, I don't know, but I have a haul of books I don't need. But here we are. I knew I was going to do another bigger haul like midsummer or summer or whatever, but I've been doing hauls this whole time. Since I said I wasn't going to do a haul, I've been doing a haul. So let me get my butt in here. Hopefully I will check in with y'all tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything bookish, probably just reading. I don't know. We're going to have a beach day this weekend, I'm sure, because it's going to be hot finally. It's going to be like 95 degrees, and I love summer. I'm not one of those people that hate summer. Like, I love summer. My favorite season is fall. But I love summer, the beginning of it. Like, check me in another 3 weeks. I'm going to be pissed off that it's so hot. But I'll see y'all later. Y'all, I'm sorry. Like, this entire vlog has been in the car. It's been a busy couple of weeks. It really has. And I haven't had time to, like, sit down and do anything. Like, y'all, I haven't even sat in my book room to, like, chill out and read. All of my reading has been done on the go or right before bed. So sorry. Is all I can say, is just sorry, like, that this whole vlog has been in the car. But hopefully next week I'll have that book haul coming for you. And who knows what I got going on, y'all. Next week's work week is terrible too. So hopefully I can get anything out for you next week. But I do want to update you on God of the Woods. I'm not far at all into that book. This book follows did I already tell you this? I don't know if I already told you this or not, but it takes place at a summer camp in 1975. The daughter of the camp owners goes missing. So the book is you trying to find out, and it's multiple point of views. It's multiple timelines. It's all over the place. And y'all know I love a messy mystery thriller type of book. The catch to all of this is not only did this daughter of the owners go missing, her brother went missing at this same camp like 15 years or so prior. So just going through the chapters, you're in 1975 now, but then somewhere you end up in 1961. Then you go back to 1950 something, and it's all these people. So the camp counselors, the mother, it's multiple people's point of view in this. So it's kind of all over the place. So all over the place, we're going to tie in together some kind of way. So it's thick. I'm here for the ride. I'm sure I'm going to start something else before this month is over while I'm reading this book, just because I just don't have a lot of time to read this book and really it's one of those books that I think I'm gonna have to pay attention to find out what really happened. So I think I'm going to use this book when I can just focus on the book. Right now I'm about to go get my nails done. These are terrible. It's been 3 weeks. And a pedicure. So while I'm sitting there, I have my earbuds. So I'm going to go ahead and listen to God of the Woods while I'm in there and block out all that nail shop noise. Do y'all get anxious when y'all in the nail shop? It's just way too much going on in there sometimes to me. And on a Saturday, I do not play going to the nail shop on a Saturday, but this is how my week has been. You know, my weekday off days, I really didn't have time to go. And I was doing stuff, around the house and just random things that would have potentially broken a nail anyway. So I was like, I'm not going to go get my nails done and do all this labor and break a nail. So here we are on a Saturday with all the regular people. I call them regular people just because I have so many weekday off days that I don't do anything on the weekend. I don't go grocery shopping. We don't hang out on the weekends unless it's like hanging out. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and close out this vlog here because like I said, I don't see me doing anything else bookish for the rest of this weekend outside of just kind of hanging out and reading when I can, just because I have a lot going on right now. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. I will keep you updated on God of the Woods. If you're not following me on Goodreads, go ahead and follow me. If you don't follow me on Fable, go ahead and follow me so you can keep up in real time what I'm reading and what I'm thinking of the book at the time. So I will see y'all next Sunday.